Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, August 17th, 1998, U.S. President Bill Clinton admitted in taped testimony that he had an improper physical relationship with White House intern Monica Lewinsky? Back in January, the president could not have been any clearer. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. These allegations are false. Clinton's wife, Hillary, said it was nothing more than a vast right-wing conspiracy. But in the summer of 1998, Lewinsky received immunity and testified before a grand jury. She also turned over damning physical evidence. The FBI now had DNA evidence that exposed Clinton's lies. The president had little choice but to tell the truth. Of course, this meant that the president had perjured himself in previous testimony. The Republican majority in the House of Representatives impeached him. Clinton was acquitted in the Senate trial. Without a question, it impacted the political careers of his VP, Al Gore, but also his wife, Hillary, who later ran for president. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that shame is difficult to codify. So too is mercy. When you transgressed as a child, did you hear these words? Shame on you. Back in time, shame was meant to discourage deviant and degenerative behavior. During the Clinton scandal, his detractors published a book entitled The Death of Outrage. How could he? How could we turn a blind eye? Psychologists today cite shame as manifesting itself through alienation, lack of motivation, and feelings of meaninglessness. Shame sounds like a bad thing. Let the academics and philosophers continue their debate. For me, it would seem our culture is threatened more by a lack of mercy. Everything and everybody are being judged. Conversations are difficult, especially when you have to worry about being sneered at and belittled for saying something unpopular. Abraham Lincoln wrote, "I have found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice." No shame in that. Psst, it's Prologue with Mr. Review. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.